the Yadea KS6 Pro.
Hello everyone, welcome to Brian Unboxed. In this video, we're gonna look at the Yadea KS6 Pro electric scooter.
Here's a look at how the scooter comes in when it's delivered. It's packaged well with a lot of foam and plastic protecting it. There's very minimal assembly required and you can be up and running in no time. Inside it comes with a tire inflator, extension tube, screws, Allen wrench, and charger.
So here's the scooter fully assembled. There's nothing to the assembly process. Basically you just have to attach the handlebars. There's a green connector that you have to attach to the main control display unit, and then once that's connected, just insert the handlebar and then tighten the 6 screws that were provided. So there's 2 here, 2 here, and then 2 on the other side. So that's pretty much it to the assembly process.
And just to go over some specs, if you haven't heard of Yadea, they're a global brand and a leader in the electric 2-wheel brand. They are in over 100 countries, 70 million users, 40,000 plus retailers, and 4,000 plus distributors. The scooter has a 500 watt rear motor which peaks at 800 watts, 36 volt, 15.3 amp hour, 2600 milliamp hour battery, and it takes 8 hours to fully charge. LCD display with app integration, max speed of 18.6 miles per hour, and a range of up to 34 miles. 10-inch self-healing tubeless tires, disc brakes, drums, and electric brake. It weighs in at 48 pounds with a max load of 242 pounds.
I walked around the bike. You can see the front has a front headlight. Looking lower, you can see the folding mechanism. You got the front suspensions, front fender, and the front brakes. You can see the deck. It's nice and wide. Looking at the rear, you have the disc brakes, rear light, and the rear fender. And you also have the hook to attach the stem when folded. On the other side here, you can see the 500 watt motor, and you have the charging port. Taking a look at the handlebar area, you have your brake levers, the loop that will attach to the hook when it's folded, your display, and your thumb throttle. Now this has app integration, as mentioned earlier. You can change a lot of the features on the display by pressing the power button multiple times, or it's a lot easier if you have it connected to the app. So taking a look at the app, once connected, you see your battery levels. There's a lock feature. You can toggle your cruise control, and then you can also switch your gears. So this has 3 gears. It has a walk mode, drive mode, and a sport mode. And you can see that it changes on the display as you're toggling it. There's a picture of a guy walking, and then D for drive, and S for sport. You can also toggle the headlamp. So turning on the headlamp, you can see that the front lamp will go on along with the rear lamp. Also in the app, you have an energy recovery, so you can set it to low, medium, and high. Now looking at the stem here, it's a square shaped, and then you have your folding mechanism here. This is probably one of the most sturdiest stem that I've tested when it comes to some of these scooters. I mean, there is no play at all, and it just feels solid. Folding it is simple. Basically, there's a button here, a safety release. Press the button, and then you're able to just fold down the stem. And again, there's the loop here, and it just locks into place, and you're able to transport it after that. And it's fairly light. And then unfolding, just opposite operation. Just remove it from that hook, bring it back up, and wait for that click, and you're good to go.
Now I'll take the scooter off for a ride. I'll test it out on rough terrain, test acceleration, brakes, go uphill, downhill, then give my thoughts.
Now I'm going to do the rough terrain test. I'm going to take it down this trail. It's pretty bumpy. The scooter does have front suspension forks and it has the air-filled tires. Let's see how it does. Okay, here we go. Okay, so far so good. It's not bad. Handling the bumps. All right, now we're going to test out the speed. This has 3 modes as mentioned earlier. It has a walk, a drive, and a sport. And basically to switch it, you can switch it in the app or you can just tap the power button once to cycle through. So let's start off with the walk and let's see how fast that can go. So it looks like 4 miles per hour with the walk mode. Okay, switching to the drive. Looks like this one is topping off at 9 miles per hour. All right, switching it to the sport mode. All right, picking up some speed now. So we're at 19 miles per hour. So sport mode is 19 miles per hour. Very smooth ride, feels stable. I hear no rattles or noises.
Now I'll test out the brakes. I'll take it to max speed, and once I come into view, I'll hit the brakes and you can use the parking lines as reference.
Now I'm going to do the uphill test. This road has a nice steady incline throughout. So we saw that it can do 19 miles per hour top speed. Let's see how much it can maintain the speed as we make it up, if we lose speed or if it holds it. Okay, here we go. The motor is very quiet. You barely hear it when you're accelerating. Okay, we're at 19 miles per hour now. And we're going to begin the climb here shortly. All right, beginning the climb. Nice and strong. It's holding 19 miles per hour here. Yep, it's not losing any speed. It's just powering through here. All right, let's see how it does in this turn here. So the uphill test, it was very impressive. I thought we would lose some speed, but it had plenty of power and it held the 19 miles per hour. Typically when I test a lot of the e-bikes or scooters up this hill, you know, there would be some minimal speed loss, but this one, nothing at all. It just held it. So let's go ahead and do the downhill test. Let's see how it handles and how fast we can go. If I get a little bit too fast by the turn over there, I'm gonna have to slow it down. Okay, so here we go, downhill test. All right, we're at 19 miles per hour. So it's holding 19 miles per hour. Handling very good. So 19 miles per hour going downhill.
Here are my thoughts on the scooter. The assembly was very easy and you can be up and running in no time. The build quality really stands out on this. It just feels well built and it's solid. There were no damages or imperfections during the shipping process. It's lightweight and easy to fold and unfold. The ride was very smooth and it was able to handle the minor bumps, but definitely not something to take off-road. The front suspensions do help. The deck is wide and has a rubberized texture which provides good grip. The handlebar and stem is solid and tight, not shaky at all. There were no rattles, vibrations, or noises. The 500 watt motor was powerful and it had no issues tackling the incline during my test. It maintained a 19 mile per hour top speed and it did not lose any. I was able to reach 19 miles per hour during my speed test, and this has an advertised speed of 18.6 miles per hour and a range of up to 34 miles. The brakes were strong and grabbed on quick and there's good stopping power. The LCD display is simple and intuitive, and having the app integration is a plus, which makes going through the settings a lot easier. Overall, I feel this is a solid scooter. I was impressed with the performance and the build quality. It's perfect for your commutes or just use for pleasure. So that is my review of the Yadea KS6 Pro electric scooter. If you like my video, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button as well. Until next time, this is Brian Unboxed. Take care, everyone.